What's up YouTube, I Trust Maple here with a new video, and as you can see I changed my name. This has to do with today's topics of discussion. As you can see, the title says change and indecisiveness, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. So let's start from the beginning. I returned to Maplestory December 2013, right at the release of the Red Patch. At least I think that's when it came out. And I made a 0. I got my 0 to 180 within maybe 6 hours. But I grew bored. They were really boring. They weren't as great as people said they would be. So I ended up going back to my level 30 Xenon, which I made during the Unleashed patch. Little did I know that my Xenon would become the first 200 character that I've ever had. I poured a bit of funding into it, and I ended up hitting my first 1 million lines, and it was really cool. I felt really awesome. But they got boring really quick. People kept telling me that Wind Archer is really strong, so then I ended up making one. And those rumors proved to be pretty damn true. I put up a lot more funding into my Wind Archer than I did my Xenon, and he became pretty godly. At least I think so. But after a while, I got a little bit bored, so I was like, okay, let's try out another class. I was never really fond of pirates to begin with. So I decided, hey, you know what, let's make a Thunderbreaker. They looked cool. And that's when my love for pirates began. I made my Thunderbreaker, and wow, I was really impressed. They're really strong, they're really mobile, and they have pretty good DPS and good bossing potential. So, because my Wind Archer was pretty godly, I was able to do enough bossing and merching from my Wind Archer to get some gear for my Thunderbreaker as well. It came to the point where I was playing my Thunderbreaker so much that I began to have aspirations of becoming the rank 1 Thunderbreaker in Broa. But then school kicked in and I began to play Maplestory less and less. But I came back to Maplestory maybe a couple weeks ago and started playing again, but the Thunderbreaker wasn't the same. I got really bored and I started becoming a bit of a damage whore. So that's when I realized that Explorers now have an emblem, just like Xenons and the Nova classes. So I made my Marksman. And then this is where things start to change, and where I become indecisive again. After seeing how strong Marksmen were, I finally decided to get started on my YouTube channel. I wanted to show my growth as a marksman, to becoming really godly, to achieve my goal of having 2 mil clean range, and of doing really hard bosses. But then, as I continued to watch more YouTube videos, more MapleTube videos, I began to notice a little bit of a trend, I guess you could say. A lot of MapleTubers, at least from what I see, are Xenons, Night Lords, Loomies, and then there's Marksman Brian, and Grown Ass Baby. Those are the only 2 other marksmen that I know that are on YouTube. And I thought to myself, you know, there aren't a lot of Mercedes on YouTube. I saw a couple videos, but that was really it. Now, thinking that I have a lot of archer gear that I can just transfer over to Mercedes, it'd be pretty easy to have a decently funded Mercedes. So this is where I need your help. Should I switch to a Mercedes and main it? I mean, I have a lot of reasons for wanting to switch to a Mercedes actually. Ever since they got nerfed during their initial release, they were considered unplayable by a lot of people. They're really weak, although they do keep their mobility. But for me, personally, hearing people say that the class is weak makes me want to play it more and makes me want to prove people wrong. And you know what? Even if they are weak, they're still a really fun class to play. So I want to know what you guys think. What should I be doing? I mean, I know I should do what I want to do, but I'd love to have your feedback as well, because it's not just about me, it'd be for the rest of the community as well. So here's the question at hand. Should I transfer my gear over to my Mercedes and main it and become a well-known Mercedes player? What do I do? I mean, eventually, or ultimately, the decision is up to me. but I want your guys' input as well. That's it for the video. Sorry if it was a bit of a rant, but that's kind of what vlogs are sometimes, and that's what a lot of my Maple logs are going to be like. So, this is iToss Maple, guys. Thanks for watching, and peace out.